Right, might be the last video now. After finishing looking around Tattershall Castle, I come back into the church. I started off here. I only did a little bit, but I didn't video. And there was no tea or cake like they said there would be. No refreshments at all. There was nothing, even the shop only had chocolate and brownie cakes and cold drinks, no ice cream or anything. But it's better than nothing. Their freezer had broken down. Look at that, on a stilt. I've been on one of those, but I won't climb it today. Might not be very safe. But I went on one like that in the church recently, this week. Right then, folks, family and friends. Family and friends. I usually do two. One for family and friends. That includes Facebook, by the way. People I love on Facebook. And some Instagram people. But this is for the you lot. To say I love you all. Right, and then I'm doing one for the world. For peace, as usual. To stop the violence, the killing and the hatred. Let's get something done to stop all this terrible. What a way to run the world, isn't it? Our precious planet. What a way to run the world. Terrible, isn't it? It's terrible, really. We just go over. Yeah, look, there was quite a large graveyard as well. But I've got to be out of the car park in half an hour. So they lock you in, apparently. They probably charge you to be let out. The cathedral brasses. Photocopies are available. They won't be anyone we know, will they? Let me put the goggles on a minute. A praise John somebody or other. Yeah. So those rubbings, they're all in, I don't know if they're photocopies, those up there, because the real ones would be on the floor, I would have thought. People who died in the war are named in here. Wonder if there's any fleshers. No, I've been I really have only found those 3 fleshers all week. And all those churches and graveyards I've been in. They certainly weren't dominant here, put it that way. And the fleshers I found, I don't even know how local they were really, because he was a vicar. They travel about. Right, I didn't know about this bit, so this looks really good in here, doesn't it? Look at the size of that window. My goodness. That is massive, and it might have had more stained glass in. This could have been one of the churches that was ransacked by Cromwell and the Puritans. Because I imagine these walls would have had frescoes on them. There's another pulpit there. It's almost like having 2 churches, isn't it? I'll probably find that out later. It probably did have 2 churches. Special little gallery up there. Look where the organist plays. You can't come into a church without going in the pulpit, can we? For the world. So all the spirits that sit here, the dead ones, but they still come into church. The people that believe, that have passed, they're all sat on these pews. And I'm not taking the piss, I mean it. What's it called, this church? The Collegiate Church of the Holy Trinity, Tattershall. I don't expect I pronounced that right, by the way. It's a great big altar, though, isn't it? Everything's big here. Everything's big here. Very big. A big Church of God. If you believe in all that sort of thing. But I believe in spirits, so there's lots of people sat here waiting for somebody. I've just done a brief little talk there. I'll take one of those as well. All these leaflets are handy, you know, when I'm doing the write-up, which once again I'm not being very good with. I like putting the videos and the photos, but I don't really like doing any writing. Right then, look at that big door. Look at that, that looks original. That looks 1,000 years old. That oak, although felled, has lived a good 1,000 years, hasn't it? That's how good they are, oaks. Right then. Time to go. Imagine the choir singing in here. I bet the acoustics are brilliant in here. Another big church to maintain though, isn't it? Another big church. Over now. I keep saying it's the last video. This camera's doing quite well. There's an extended part of the moat, look. A few ducks, look, see the bottom sticking up? I'm not going far, I haven't got long. I've got to de-lock the gate in an hour's time. But I thought if I come back here, I might be able to get some views of the tower and the church. But all I'm doing at the moment is just having another little wind down to complete the day, because whether I'd ever come back here, I doubt it. I'm glad I did Bolingbroke this morning though. You know, I'm glad I did Bolingbroke. Yeah, I'm doing live videoing. Everything I've got goes straight to the cloud. It's good about that's what's good about these cameras. You can send it straight to your computer. Oh, look a weir. I mustn't go too far. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's refreshing. I'd love to sit in there. Cool off. I'd love to sit in there. So, look at that. That's the church we can see. Can only just see the top of the turret of the tower over there. I'm not going to go far, folks. I'm really just going to go across the bridge on the other side of the weir. Then I'm turning back because I've had a long day. But look at all these walks you can have. There's a walk to a church there. If I had more time, I would do it. There's so much to view in Lincolnshire, like there is in Somerset as well. But because I know Somerset so well, it's not like discoveries. Whereas coming here, it's like a discovery every minute. And of course, you know I'm into churches. Not for religious reasons, for history. And family tree. And archaeology. Yeah, I'm not going all the way up there or nothing like that. I just really want a distance to take some photos of the church, Holy Trinity I think it is, and the castle behind. Views I need to get, because I won't, like I said, I probably won't come back here again, but you never know, do you? Life works in so many weird ways. I think this is a good place to stop and just zoom the camera in. There we go. That's the church, and just beyond is the tower. Looks like some very interesting places to walk, to cycle, all the way to another church, which I'm very tempted, but I can't do it. I'm too far away. I've got quite a hike back to my campsite, which I don't mind doing. And it's quite, I don't know whether I'm going to stop at Horncastle and get some chips or not. I think it was too much last time. I didn't eat them all. I could have done, they were nice. I didn't waste them because they weren't nice. It was because I was stuffed. So I'm not used to eating chips. It's a nice treat though. Very naughty, Sheila. Very naughty. Right, I've got to stop about now. Turning off, folks. Turning off now.